Hello, my name is Hector Aguilar and I'm the Executive Chef of Peruvian Cooking Classes. We welcome you to the Employee of the Year of DHL. We congratulate your success and we are really happy to show you how to cook ceviche and lomo saltado. So ceviche basically it's a very simple dish. It's based on the freshness of our produce. As you know, in Peru we have one of the most amazing biodiversities in the world. We have the most of microclimates in one country. We have 89 of the 130 microclimates in the world. So the first thing we will do is to start with our ingredient list. We need sweet potato, Inca corn. If you don't have this kind of corn, you can use the corn you have at home. Lettuce, ginger, key lime, garlic, the chili of your preference, onion, and cilantro or coriander. And of course fish. We have today this amazing mahi-mahi. So the first thing we are going to do is just to slice our red onion. If you don't have red onion, you can use white onion. It doesn't really matter. So the first thing we will do is just peel it. We are going to cut both sides. This is going to be a julienne. So, but I'm going to actually use my knife with a little bit of inclination. So this is what I will do. I'll take out the core. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and I will take out my core. See? The core, I will use it for the ceviche use, and the body, I will use it for the ceviche itself. See? So for the core, I will just go in chunks and put it aside. Again, I'll grab my onion, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and I will take the core out. I'll grab the core and I'll do chunks. And with my body, I will go on an angle of 45 degrees. See? 90 degrees, 45 degrees. I will start with a finger and I will go 45 degrees. This is going to go to chunks. And then I will slice really thin. I want it thin. Remember, this is going to go in your ceviche. So we do a really long angle julienne. Again, I will cut one finger and I will go on a 45-degree angle and I will start really thin. This is going to go with the lime and the chili and the coriander leaves on top of the fish, and it's going to be fresh and it's going to be delicious. You're going to come to visit Peru in one bite. Now we are going to dice our chili. See? This is a jilimo. This is the one we use in Peru, but you can use whatever chili you prefer or you have in your country. I like to use different colors, but today I'm going to use the red one. So what I do is really simple. I go and remove the tips of the chili and I will look for the exit, see? And I will go all the way to look for the exit and I will open it carefully, like it's a bell pepper, something like that. See? And I will take the seed. I will keep the seed on the side, and the reason why I will do it, it's because then I can adjust the heat of my ceviche with this. See? But in the meantime, what I want to do, it is to dice. So I have this already, see? And what I will do, it's unseat it, and then take all the veins out. Why? Because I don't want it to be spicy. I just want the flavor of the chili. So this is exactly what we're doing now. This is the reason why I do this. I will scrap the veins of the chili. See? It's going to take all the heat away. Great trick for your fingers, so you are not with really fiery fingers, is to use white vinegar. You watch your fingers with white vinegar and it's going to be just perfect, and you will be able to just continue. Sometimes, you know, you just chop some chilies and then your hands burn, or you cannot touch anything. Well, vinegar will actually take that away. So the first thing we're going to do, it is to slice really thin. Look how I do it. I just use the tip of my finger, of my knife, see? I don't use the body, I use the tip. Why? Because the tip is going to let me slice it really, really thin. And after I do this, I will put it together and dice it. So the reason why I do it like this, it's so I don't have to double chop. Have you seen this double chopping? All what it does is smash your product. What I want is just to keep all the flavors of the chili inside the chili. See? So that's why I do it this way. Use the tip of the knife to julienne, and then use the body for dicing. Then you have it. So there is 1,000 questions about how to make the best ceviche. Some people say that it's the fish, which is true, that it's important to have fresh fish. But if there's one thing all the chefs got together with, is how you will squeeze the lime, which is incredible because nobody will expect it. So make an experiment. Grab a lime, see, a key lime, or any lime, and then put it on your lime squeezer and go all the way. See? And then try it by hand. Do it with your hand. Don't squeeze it that way. Just go 1, 2, see? And then try it. You will try one. It's super bitter. The one that you squeeze with the machine. And the one by hand is completely fruity. So the secret for a great ceviche is hand squeeze lime. It is really important. I squeeze by hand my ceviche juice, my lime juice, as you can see. Now what I will do is to strain it. Why to strain it? So I don't have any kind of pulp or seeds or anything, because remember, the lime is going to be the juice of the ceviche. So I will put it aside. And then now our coriander leaves. We're going to grab some coriander. And then basically we will take our leaves. I'm going to have maybe a handful of them. So I'll have my leaves and I'll have my stems. We can't forget our sweet potato, our Inca corn. So this is going to be really easy to do. We are going to just boil both of them. The sweet potato, we just will boil it until it's ready in water. And the corn, I will show you in 1 second how to make it. To cook the Inca corn, what I do is to add lime juice and the lime zest into the water, sugar, anise, for our ceviche, one of the most important things is our fish. So today we have this beautiful, beautiful mahi-mahi, and what we are going to do, it is just to have the fillet. We are going to get the fillets, and then from them we are going to start doing our ceviche in 1 second. So now what we're going to do, we have our fillets. I'm going to just take the skin out, which is super easy. All what I have to do is just to pull, see? To pull our skin. See? I just grab my knife. It has to be sharp. And that's it. We have our skin out. And then we have this beautiful fillet, as you can see, ready for our ceviche. So I have my fillet now. See? I just cleaned it, took all the bones. So this is it. In Peru, what we want is to enjoy the fish in the ceviche. So difference with other countries is that our dices are bigger, see? So when I slice it, I slice big chunks of fish. Not these little ones like the Mexican or Costa Rican one. Peruvian ceviche is all about fish and lime. We have this amazing, super fresh fish. And this is what we are going to take the most of the advantage from. See, big chunks of fish. Fresh fish with lime juice, with the most fresh products, a little bit of coriander, chili, lime, onion, garlic, ginger, and that's it. Fantastic, our national dish. We have the coriander stems, coriander leaves, chili seed, diced chili, chunk onion, julienne onion, garlic, ginger, our sweet potato that it was just boiled and peeled, our corn, which it was cooked in water, sugar, anise, and lime juice. The lime juice helps us to not let it oxidize. If we don't use the lime when we boil it, it will become really, really yellow, and that's what we don't want. So again, for our corn, we used lime juice, lime skin, sugar, anise, and water. We boiled it. Then our fish, which is super fresh. Our lime juice, key lime juice that it was squeezed by hand, and our fish stock. This fish stock, it was super easy. I just used the bones, I use ginger, and I use the coriander leaves and the coriander stems. I just boiled it, and garlic. That's it. Again, for my fish stock, what I used, it was the fish bones, garlic, ginger, and coriander leaves with coriander stems. That's it. I just boiled that for about 20 minutes and then strain it. That's it. Then I let it cold, because remember, ceviche is a cold dish. So after that, this is all what we need. Again, we need coriander leaves, coriander stems, julienne onion, chunk onion, diced chili, chili seeds, boiled potato, sweet potato, clean ginger, peeled garlic, corn, fish, lime juice squeezed by hand, and our fish stock. Our fish stock was made with the bones of the fish I will use, garlic, ginger, coriander stems and leaves, and then I will boil it for about 20 minutes and I will strain it. That's it. Super easy. Now we are going to put together our ceviche. It's going to take us 5 minutes, and then you will have this amazing, super fresh entry dish. To make our leche de tigre, we are going to add on the blender 2 scoops of lime juice, and the same amount of fish stock. Then we are going to add the core of the onion, some coriander stems, a quarter of piece of garlic clove, and just a tiny piece of ginger. Then we are going to add salt and pepper. Now we blend. So this is what we call leche de tigre or tiger's milk. So I will strain it. This is our ceviche use. Again, we blended the same amount of lime and fish stock, our chunk onion, some coriander stem, a tiny piece of ginger, a quarter of a garlic clove, and that's it. So now we have everything ready for our ceviche. We have our leche de tigre, which is the juice. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to add some salt to our fish. Why? We're going to actually add some salt to the fish before, because if not, it will actually be a little weird. So the juice is going to have salt, but not the fish. So you're going to put a tiny bit of salt into the fish. See, and then you're going to let it rest into a bowl as much as you want to have. Today I'm going to do a good plate of ceviche. And then I have my leche de tigre. What I will do with my leche de tigre, it is to add in here the coriander stems, a little bit of onion. I'll crush one ginger clove, and I will crush the bit of the ginger. And then with my mortar, I'll start just going around. So I can give it a little bit more flavor, see? Why I don't blend it? Because if I blend it, the color will be weird and it will be too intense, it will be too much garlic, it will be too much onion, or it will be too much ginger. You don't want that. And then after that, we are going to strain it for the last time. And here it is. Time to put it together. We are going to add our juice into our fish. We are going to add the chili. We are going to add some coriander that I will chop really fast. I always wait until the end to chop the coriander, so it tastes better. It's more flavorful, which is so much better. So I'll add the coriander at the end that I just chopped. I'll do my onion, and this is one of the things. I'll start mix it. So we have onion, chili, coriander that I just chopped, our fish. So it's delicious. And then here it is. If I like spicy, I will grab my seed and I will go around. You have to be careful though, because if you stay with the seed for too long inside, it can get too spicy and you don't want that, so be careful, all right? Okay, let's try. Perfect. Maybe a tiny bit more. Perfect. And that's it. We're ready to put together our ceviche. So now we're going to get ready for our plating. This is our garnish. We're going to use sweet potato, corn. See? So I'll actually just go like this. And what I like with my sweet potato is wedges. So I'll do wedges in here. Wedges, like that. So from one I do 3 pieces. And then for my corn, I'll do like this. Out of the cup. All right, so I have it up out of the cup. And this is something, it helps me a lot when I want to make any kind of decoration. I will grab my lettuce Pay attention to this one, is a good one. And I'll take the stem out and I will start rolling like this. See, I break whatever piece I need. So I keep rolling here, and then here I have a little flour, which I will break on the bottom, so it will open later, and I will go to my plate. And on my plate, I'll open it like a flower. I'll do my sweet potato, which is a classic in Peruvian ceviche, especially because we do it really spicy, and always our corn on the side. You also can have cancha, which is the fried one, but today we are going to just use that one. And then to finish, we will start setting our fish in the middle. Like this. This is a nice dish of ceviche. And the juice. And this is our ceviche, a Peruvian ceviche. Congratulations for the Employee of the Year. And now we're going to cook Lomo Saltado, which is one of the Peruvian favorites. Lomo Saltado is basically, it means basically tenderloin stir fry. See, it brings the influence of the Chinese culture into the Peruvian culture. Remember, Peruvian food is all about fusion. See, in Peruvian food there is no Chinese food or Japanese food or Indian food. In Peruvian food there is chifa, which is Peruvian Chinese, or there's Nikkei, which is Peruvian Japanese, and creole, which is the African Peruvian and the Peruvian. So you need to understand that Peru is just all about fusion, and this is one of our beloved ones. It's amazing. There's soy sauce, there's Worcester sauce, there's a vinegar, and then we have the ingredients here. So our ingredients are red onion, tomatoes, potatoes, the chili that you like the most, coriander leaves, garlic, green onion, oregano, salt, pepper, our beef. You can use sirloin, tenderloin, any loin you have. I have vinegar, I have Worcester sauce, I have soy sauce, and I have vegetable oil. Remember, in Peruvian food, we don't cook with olive oil, we just cook with vegetable oil. It can be canola, it can be sunflower, it can be soya. It's up to you, all right? So now we start with our recipe. For our onion, we're going to do the same thing we did with our ceviche. We clean our onion, and then I'm going to do half, and on an angle, half and half. I will do wedges, same thing, and I will keep it together. I will not actually just break it, see? I'm keeping it together, same thing, half, angle, half, and half. And then again, I keep it together, put it aside. I have my onion. Now, I'm going to grab my tomato. I'm using Roma tomato, Italian tomato, but you can use whatever tomato you have. I will take this. You have to be careful when you do this so you don't cut yourself. I'll take that out, and then I'll go half, and then 1/3, 2/3. I want big chunks, so I'll do wedges again. 1/3, 2/3. Same thing again, half, and I'll do 1/3, 2/3, 1/3, 2/3, and then I have my tomato. You can use any chili you have, but if you have the yellow chili, this would be the traditional way to do it. So I'm going to grab my yellow chili. All what I want is just to make a julienne with it. And then so I will do the same thing I do every time I go with chilies. See? And I'll throw that out. I don't need it. I will clean it again, like always, because I don't want the heat, I just want the flavor. If you want the heat, you can add heat. And then so I'll start with the tip of my knife to make a fine julienne for my Lomo Saltado. So I have my green onion. This is curious, but in Peru, we don't use the white part, which is what you normally use in your countries. We use the green part. The reason why is because we had the Chinese influence in the Peruvian food in the 1800s, and the Chinese cooks used to, well, the Chinese used to actually work as cooks in the houses of the rich people at the time. And to keep that white part, they convinced the nationals, the Peruvians, that the part that you would use, it would be the green one. That is the reason why that in Lomo Saltado we would use just the leaves, see? So we're going to go on an angle, see? We're going to go on an angle every time, we're going to go on an angle. So now I will chop my garlic. This is a good trick for garlic. Parchment paper works fine for it. If not, any ecological bag it could do. Then so you have it, and then you don't have your hand smelling like garlic. Now our coriander leaves or cilantro, depending where are you. I don't know if you know that, but in some countries, if you ask for coriander, they don't know what you're asking for. Sometimes they think it's they are seeds. But coriander and cilantro is the same. Cilantro is in Spanish, coriander is in English. So it depends where you're from. In Canada and North America, they call it cilantro because it was introduced by Mexicans. So basically it's Spanish. Although in Peru we call it culantro. Now, for our coriander, I'm going to grab the seed, my leaves, and I will make a little ball. And then, I try to not chop coriander more than once, because if not, it gets black, and I don't like it. See? Just one go. And then we have it there. Basically, our Lomo Saltado dish almost ready. See, we have all our ingredients. Now, all what I will do, come here, it is I can do two ways. I can actually peel my potato, this is a potato, or I can actually just go with the sides, because I will actually square this potato. See, I can do that way, and then just clean it. This is just to make fries or chips, I'm sorry. So I'll do 1, 2. I can do same thing. This is something that is particular in this dish. It is the garnish for this dish is always rice and potatoes. Well, lots of Peruvian dishes actually has this garnish rice and potatoes, but this is a classic one to be served with rice and potatoes. So just do your rice however you like it, and then make your fries. I will do just chips. See? We're going to cut our beef, so I'm going to go with the grain. See, I have all the grain like this. So I cut my beef depending how what term do I want it. For example, if I want medium rare, I will actually cut it smaller than if I want it rare, but I like it medium rare, so that's how I'm going to go. So I will start just cutting it. See, so I will do on the grind. See, and then I'll go here half. Big chunks. I like big chunks, so you can actually enjoy your meat, your beef here. See, this is a meat lover dish. If you like meat, this is your dish. Although you can do it with chicken, you can do it with fish. I've done it with everything. I love it with chicken. I love it with fish too. For fish, use a fish that is going to hold, for example, maybe a tuna or a swordfish. See, I'm taking this because this is a membrane, I don't want it, see? And then in here, I'll do salt and pepper, that's it. I'll not put garlic because I will actually just cook it with lots of fire. I will try to actually just flame all this beef. So if I actually do put garlic on it right now, the garlic is going to burn and I don't want it, so I will put it at the end. All right, so our beef ready. So now we have all our mise en place set. So we have vegetable oil, vinegar, soy sauce. You can use dark or light or even a mix. It depends how do you like it. Worcester sauce. You have onion in wedges, chili, the one that you like in julienne, your beef, big chunks of beef, tomato in wedges, green onion, the green part, coriander, cilantro chopped, garlic, the potatoes for your chips, salt, oregano, and pepper. And now we are ready. We are ready to start with our Peruvian stir fry. So now we're going to start to do our Peruvian stir fry, our Lomo Saltado. We're going to do it on a fire home stove, see? Normally you would do this on the restaurants on a Chinese big flame, you know, but because it's going to be almost impossible for the most of you to do it, I will show you how to do it as in a restaurant in your house. Although we will have to do it in two parts. We're going to do it first with the beef and then with the base. This is going to be the way how you are going to be able to manage to have it right. So the first thing you are going to do, it is just to start your fire and to put some vegetable oil into your pan and wait until it's smoking hot. Now we have our oil that is smoking hot, and I will do this in parts, see? So I will place my beef that is already I have my tongs here. It's already with salt and pepper. And to make a little bit of fire, I will actually add a little bit of water. I will start moving it and then water. The water and the oil, that's the secret. If I want a little bit more fire, put a little bit more oil and a little bit more water. See? And I will leave it there. Then now, in a second, I'll do garlic, oregano, and I'll go again, and then now I will go vinegar, and I have to wait until all the acidity of the vinegar disappears. Why? Because if not, it's going to be too sour. So you have to wait. You can smell it. This is one of these dishes that you are going to learn that is ready because of your senses. See? I still smell the vinegar. It's really strong in my nose, so I have to wait until it disappears. Basically, in Peruvian food, in the 1800s, there was no wine. So we used to deglaze with vinegar. This is what I'm doing right now, deglazing the flavors of my beef after stir frying it. So now it's still really strong. I can feel it, so I will wait. And now it's gone. The acidity is gone, so I will go soy sauce. Remember, is lots of soy sauce and just a drop of Worcestershire sauce. Be careful to not put too much because it can be too acid. And then I will mix it. And then I will put it aside because now I'll continue with my veggies. I'm going to do the vegetables. I reserve our beef, see, with the sauce on the side, and then I will wait until my vegetables are ready. My oil is smoking hot again, and then again I will actually just put my onion in my pan. You can use your tongs if you have them, just to protect yourself. What I will do is to put my onions and wait until they have this nice color. I will actually add also some of the chili. And I will always play with a little bit of water if it's necessary. For example, just a tiny bit, because like I said, they are veggies. Look at the nice color that it's taking. It's very nice color. Put a little bit more oil. Remember, the oil is consuming, so it doesn't matter. And look what I will do now. While I have this cooking, I will start adding my tomatoes, but the tomatoes are going to go with the skin down. Why? Because I don't want it to get destroyed. So what I want them first, it is just to have this really nice texture. So like that. So we have our onions, our chilies, and our tomatoes going. So now what I will do is I will start moving it a little bit. See, nice color. Maybe put a little bit more water to see. It's not going anywhere. See, look, the colors of the onion and everything. Remember, I don't want the onions to be mashed. That's the reason why I have to control my temperature and control my time. So I have that in here. And then I'll do oregano, and again, vinegar. Just a little bit, and I will wait until the acidity goes away. I will smell, and I have to wait to see when the vinegar evaporates all the acidity. And then I will go again, soy sauce and Worcestershire sauce. That's it. I'm waiting. The smell still has a little bit of acidity, so I will wait. And then here it goes. This is almost done. It's not acidity anymore, so I will go soy sauce and a little bit of Worcester, not much. A couple of dashes, that's it. And I will go. And then I'll do my chopped coriander, my green onions, and out of the fire. And now I will actually just go back, bring back my beef, go around, and then we have our Peruvian Lomo Saltado. Now we're going to plate. Now what we're going to do is just to put together our plate. See, I have my rice. I'll put my chips in here. Normally I like doing towers with the chips. It looks classy and nice. So I'll do a little bit of a Jenga. See? Yes. And then I'll go with my beef, tomatoes, onion, this is a classic of Peruvian food, and it tastes amazing. You have to try it. See? And then a little bit of juice. That's it. We have our Peruvian Lomo Saltado, one of the most amazing dishes in this country, believe it or not. It tastes amazing. This fusion is unbelievable, and it's one of the Peruvian favorites. I hope you enjoyed our class. Now you know how to cook ceviche and lomo saltado. We're really happy because we've been able to be part of this celebration, this amazing celebration for your success. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you soon.